Aboard! Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your friend Cartman. Today we're going to be taking a look at some awesome Legend League attack replays that I have for you guys as we've wrapped up the Legend League season for May. We ended at 5,792 trophies, and that was good enough to get us into the top 5K global, my best finish yet. And that also put us up to 145th in the US, guys. Let's take a look at that army comp that I'm using. It's going to be Hydra, 10 dragons, 2 dragon riders, Lavahound, 4 balloons. We've got a rage, a freeze, a clone, 5 invis spells. Our clan castle troops when we run that combo Wombo Blimp with the 2 super wizards and 2 super archers, guys. All right, guys, on this first replay, we've got a member of Shark Assassins that we are attacking here toward the end of the season. We've got a anti 3-star base right here. And so we're going to go ahead and just use our balloons to tank right here. Try to set off some of these seeking air mines so we can get our blimp right in here. Take this cheap blimp and land it right on this monolith. We're able to get right in there. And you can see we've got the invis behind the town hall that is going to go off here. But with our invis spells, we're going to be able to time it. And with our clone, we're going to be able to get plenty of value here. Get the monolith taken out. We're going to get the town hall taken out. We got the invis tower taken out. And overall, some pretty decent value here. Getting up over 15% of the base taken out. Now, we've got a couple ways we can go ahead and try to approach this base because we want to get that eagle taken out as soon as possible. But I'm going to go in from the 3 o'clock side, so we're not really fighting the sweepers. We will be fighting one just a little bit, so we're going to send in our dragons here in between 12 and 3 o'clock. Get the king and queen at 3 o'clock for our funnel. Got the warden in here. And we're going to wait just a second on this eternal tome. Try to get as much coverage of our troops as we can before we pop it. And right here before that eagle strikes, we're going to pop that warden eternal tome. The king and queen are working their way down towards 6 o'clock. And you can see right here, these dragons with the rage, they are going to be powered up. They're going to be able to take down a lot of these defenses. We're going to send in the RC to start helping our king that is fading out here. We're running the Phoenix on the king so we can get some added tanking and he gets some additional value for us. And also that Phoenix acts as an additional dragon. Once the queen or king does go down, we got the queen coming in here to assist with the eagle. And you can see we have still dragons and the warden on the top side clearing everything out up there around 10:30. We've got the RC and the queen doing a nice job down here as they move toward 9 o'clock. And we have plenty of power to get through these last defenses. Pop that RC shield. Diggy's going to help stun right there. And the queen is going to be able to finish off these defenses with her ability. And it is a nice 3-star once again. On these bases that are like this, I like to go for the easy blimp. Those risky blimps usually run into trouble in Legend League. So it's better to take a conservative approach, in my opinion, and get that 3-star. All right, guys, next up we've got another anti-3-star base. This time we're going to take a little different approach here. We're going to use the 2 rocket loons that I bring in this army comp right here. We're going to send them in from 9 o'clock. I split them just a little bit, try to make sure there are no seeking air mines in there. The invis already pops from that invis spell tower. So we got our blimp down. And this time we're not going to use a clone. There's not a lot of high targets around there that I want to get taken down. We still get the monolith without using the clone. And we're going to get this expo taken out as well. But you can see we're able to get really nice value with just the 5 invis spells and the rage. So we're going to hang on to that clone. And this time we're going to use it with our main army. And the beautiful thing right here is we have super archers that have survived, and they are going to continue to take out these buildings. So now as far as our entry, we want to get into that eagle as soon as possible. So we're going to set our king and queen down here at 6 o'clock, get a couple dragons up at 3 o'clock for our funnel, and now bring the rest of our troops heading straight into this eagle At 4:30, we've got our balloons in there. We're going to use our clone spell, and we're able to clone 1 dragon and 3 more balloons. We're going to rage it up. Hit that Warden Eternal Tome right here. We have the Lavahound tanking as well into that core. And now, even though they have an E-Titan as their CC, when we have these dragons, and there are so many of them, they will burn through that E-Titan with great ease. Especially if we catch it with the rage, that's the best way. But you can see right here, we got the RC working on the top side there. We're at about 130 to assist those dragons. We've got a nice push here in the core with the King's ability going off, getting through these walls. We're going to get to that scatter shot. We still have the Warden up. We still have quite a few troops up at this point. Really pushing through the base, really nice. We're up to 80%. We still have that Queen ability, so we like our chances at that point. Not a lot of heavy targeting defenses down. We have a lot of dragons up. And unfortunately for us, this air defense at the end really takes a toll on our dragons. We had 3 or 4 dragons up right there, and that air defense is going to get them all. A Seeking Black Mind is going to take care of this Dragon Rider that we had up. So we do have the Phoenix, but again, that air defense is the MVP on defense right now, taking out so many of my troops right there. But we still have the Queen ability, and we have this Tesla farm to get through, but she's going to be able to use her Queen ability, and we're going to be able to get through that just in time to get the 3-hit triple, guys. But there you can see the versatility with this attack. You don't have to use the clone on the blimp. If you don't want to, you can save it later for your army. And I kind of do it both ways, just depending on the base layouts I get and how much value I think I can get out of the blimp. That's how you decide if you want to use the clone or not. All right, guys. Also up here, we see a ton of these kind of box bases, guys. This one is pretty nasty. It's got 2 poison towers in the core. I got a couple loons to come in to try to tank some traps for my blimp. And I went ahead and froze. I thought I could freeze both poison towers. The freeze wears off before I get my blimp, so it's not going well. So we dropped the blimp a little early here. We're going to clone toward the town hall. Keep everything invisible because we do not want those poison spells to go off. And our super wizards are going to be able to move around here, chain through the town hall, get both these poison towers taken out. And we got one of the expos down, one of the air defenses. So not bad value right there. The E-Titan is out. That single Inferno did survive. For some reason, I thought that single Inferno was way weaker than it was. So I send in the Dragon Rider for the suicide mission. And he doesn't make it. He does not make it at all. But that's all right. That was the plan right there. But it did not work. So we're going to attack from the opposite side, even though the sweepers are going to be against us. King and Queen at 9 o'clock to lure that E-Titan over there. 1 dragon down here at 6 o'clock for a funnel. The rest of our dragons and balloons, 1 lone Dragon Rider here in the core. We're going to rage it up to get to this eagle as quickly as possible and work our way to the scatter. The Lavahound's going to tank everything down here on the 6 o'clock side. Our heroes are going to take care of the air defense and some of these defenses on the 9 o'clock side. And you can see our army is kind of split on us. We're going to bring the RC in to help these dragons down here on the 6 o'clock side. Get through the Queen, get through this scatter shot. And then we've got the King and Queen along with the Warden working here on the top side. Now the monolith is going to be a pain here in the middle of the base. We've got to get that taken out. But you can see we've gotten some pretty good value here. We're over 80% of this base taken out. And when you get to that point and you still have that Queen ability, you've got a good chance at the triple here on these higher bases. Diggy is still stunning some defenses, so we're going to get through the single, and now we're going to pop that Queen ability to make sure we get this monolith down. And right here's the beauty of having the Phoenix on the King, going to tank so many defenses right here, allow us to get through this wall, and for our Queen and our Warden to take out some of these key defenses. We've got a minion working here on some cleanup. It's all about those heroes right there in that Phoenix finishing off this base. And that's another nice 3-star, guys. All right, guys, it's CWL time again. And so I've got a bonus war attack from this week as well, using the exact same army comp. Right, and this is going to be a little different approach right here. We've got a dragon with the warden, and we're going to send in the blimp and pop that warden ability, because look at this value in the core, guys. So many key defenses right in here that we can get. So we're going to protect that blimp, get it to the core, rage and clone it up, and let those super wizards and super archers go to work. And you can see right here just how many expos we get taken out, scatter shots, the eagle, infernos. I mean, the value right here is awesome value. And it's an interesting clan castle that comes out. We've got a E-Drag with some balloons for some reason they're using here. But the reason I like to send that dragon with the warden when you're going to full send that blimp in is if an E-Titan comes out, I want that E-Titan to target the dragon and not the blimp, not my troops in it, because that E-Titan can be deadly to those super wizards and super archers in that blimp. So we don't want them to get very close to our troops. Now we've got everything going in here. We've got the balloons chasing our king, so that's working out perfect for us while our queen is beating on a wall trying to get into this base. All these dragons, we've had one split to the top side. Most of these are on the bottom side, which is where our queen is going to go as well once she gets through this wall. So that's going to work out to our favor. We've got the king and the phoenix down here on the bottom side, cleaned everything out. So we're going to bring in the RC to work in tandem with the queen and all of these dragons right here. Use our freeze spell. We got to get these balloons taken out ASAP. And we're holding on to this rage spell, guys. And the reason we're holding on to it is you can see that enemy archer queen that we've got to get through. That spell's bad news for us over there. She can do a ton of damage. So we're going to rage up our RC and our queen and our troops that are remaining. Give them that extra boost right here. RC ability goes off. Enemy archer queen taken out. And our queen in this rage can do some massive damage to these buildings. We're going to get everything taken out right here. And we just have to get through this archer tower, this warden statue. We have just a couple defenses here. We do have that scatter shot, but we still have the queen with her ability, guys, and it's going to be another nice and easy 3-star. If you do like running the Hydra, you can still have success at Town Hall 15 using this army comp, so give it a try. Until next time, clash on, my friends.